Greetings, speculators. I'm always looking for more money to put into my speculations. And so one of the websites that I've come to love reading and studying is an interesting one called Mr. Money Mustache. If you go to ProsperousAdventure.com, you can learn how to save money and work on financial independence that can set you free. The way he puts it is financial freedom through badassity. I suggest you go to this website and start at the first article and read your way through. There's lots of ideas in there of how you can lower your cost of life and come up with more money to invest in your speculations. So he's got a complete list of all posts. I've read through, I believe, all of his posts, some of them many times, and one of them that I was just reading recently is from early April 2015. So if you go to that list of all posts and go to the first one in April called Early Retirement is an Impossible Dream for Most, there's an article that's April Fools, and he gets into talking about financial independence and a lot of the ideas that this website employs that I feel are true to my heart as well, like saving money to use that money for investing. And so he's drawn up this cartoon that I think is quite creative and paints a picture of what our finances should be. And so on the left side of the screen, or the left side of the diagram, is income. As income goes up, most people have more ridiculous spending. The higher the income, the more ridiculous spending that you can do. The average American might have a 1 or maybe less than 1% of savings. Other places in the world will save more. They've learned to save more. But usually as your pay goes up or your businesses grow, you learn to spend more money and you get accustomed to those tastes, and it makes it very hard to reduce income and free up time to do other things because you're so accustomed to that spending, what he calls ridiculous spending. So he's saying regular people have little to no savings. Some of that spending is useful spending, but most of it's ridiculous spending. And mustachians, people that believe in Mr. Money Mustache's idea of saving money and keeping ridiculous spending under control, have lots of savings and smaller amounts of ridiculous spending. And by putting those savings to work in what I believe should be speculations for lots of it, others believe should be conservative mutual funds like Mr. Money Mustache. We have a difference of opinion there, but different people invest in different things, and that's what makes the market go around, right? So when retirement comes, when people think of retirement or try to make that jump, the people who have lots of ridiculous spending have a much bigger jump to make. And here he describes it as wah. There's a retirement crisis. We don't get enough money out of Social Security or pensions or whatever kind of retirement plans have been put out there for us to make ends meet, to keep up with our ridiculous spending. And so it's a crisis, it's a problem, it's something that the government needs to fix for us. That's the general idea for the masses. But the contrarian, the mustachian, the other people that think and plan ahead, they've been keeping their ridiculous spending under control because they have a goal in mind: getting out of debt slavery, getting out of the rat race, living free, retiring, whatever you want to call it. They take a lot more of their money that they make and they put it towards investments. And over time, that savings and those investments, or what I like to buy are speculations, start to pay. They start to make up a piece of your overall income, which snowballs over time. A little bit in the beginning can give you more savings for next month or next year that allow you to buy more investments or more troops to go to work for you and increase the amount of income that you have more income as that income compounds, coming from residual places that you're not trading your time for, businesses that produce money that you didn't have to show up for and trade 1 unit of labor for X amount of units of dollars or currency of whatever currency you think in. And as you break yourself away from thinking about trading your time for money and instead using your creativity and your capital, in this case, this diagram your capital that you've saved to make you money over time. You become free. And so in Mr. Money Mustache's examples, that's retirement. That's modern retirement that you can do much earlier than the classic ideals of retirement, where you're kind of pushed out of your job because you can't think straight anymore, or you can't keep control of your bodily functions at the office place anymore, right? I mean, you're pushed out. Newer, younger people want the position, and you're gone. So there's got to be a way for those people to move on. That style of retirement is not something to look forward to, but a retirement where you are getting rid of all these costs by covering them through money coming from savings and businesses that you created or bought and been invested into in one way or another, is a way to set yourself free through finances. And so I think this after retirement, whether it's more freedom or full-on retirement, is where we all want to be. Whether we can believe in getting there or not is another issue, but I think a lot of the tools and the ideas and the theories that Mr. Money Mustache puts together in his website will help people make this jump from ridiculous spending and being a regular person to a mustachian, where you can save lots of your income to grow alternative streams of income to replace lots of what was needed before to cover your cost of life. And so I like this diagram that he drew, and I wanted to share it with friends, family, whoever might be listening, and in hopes to entice others to set yourself more free. If you're interested in these kinds of ideas, and especially speculations that I think can help you do that, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for listening.